Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. In the last session we headed into the ratways of Riften, we freed Esbern, and we escorted him here. Every time my dad says that now, I'm going to be wary. The dragon is coming over. Yeah, we escorted him here to Riverwood. En route, of course, we got almost here before the game crashed on us, which is rather unfortunate. However, we're here now, the start of this session. So Esbern has hurried inside the sleeping giant inn, no doubt itching for a bite to eat. So we'll head in there now and see what breaking news he has to divulge to us about the return of this great dragon that's gonna bring death and destruction upon the world.
Delphine, why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
Let me guess. Behind the bookcase. I wish I had one of those in my archmage quarters. Nice little private room. Press a button and perhaps the bed spins around and turns into a slide and go down into a secret little room where we can conduct all kinds of experiments. One can only dream. Maybe we can create that room ourselves for future archmages to make use of.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Well, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
This is where they built Aldwyn's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore, a hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldwyn's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldwyn's Wall? Either of you?
No.
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldwyn's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldwyn and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
Gain entrance to
So you think that
Skyhaven
Alduin's
Temple.
Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon.
I've been there.
We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call.
You don't mind if I would meet you there, do you? I just have a couple of things to do.
Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way.
Indeed.
Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
Oh. Back to the Reach then. Funnily enough, I was just back at the Reach not a couple of days ago, finishing up a few loose quests. Could have done them whilst I was over there if I'd realised we were going there so soon. Anyway, Annals of the Dragon Guard. It'd be a shame not to read this book, wouldn't it? Is it going to be readable, or is it just going to be a load of maps? Scribes Note. I have faithfully copied the following from the Annals of the Dragon Guard of Skyhaven Temple for the years 2800 to 2819. Brother Annalus, Second Era, 568. 2801. Emperor Castav again ordered the Dragon Guard to seize hostages from Markath and Hroldan to ensure that the Jarl meet their conscription quotas. Our master's official protest was denied as usual. This will make relations with the local populace more difficult, although the hostages are in fact housed and trained with the other acolytes. 2804. Upon the outbreak of the Winterhold rebellion, our master refused orders to send the Dragon Guard out to help suppress the rebellion. The Emperor ordered our supplies cut off, but we have made arrangements with the local reachmen and are effectively self-sufficient. The Grand Master supports our master's action on the grounds that it violates the Oath of Allegiance. 2805. The temple is besieged. The fool Kalian was sent to Winterhold and sacked the city. There was a reason he was denied entry into Drakengard, but the local people do not count the difference between Akaviri. All our years of building up trust with people of Skyrim is now for naught. 2806. We learned of the accession of Reman II of blessed name, when the siege of the temple was lifted. We provided the honor guard for the Emperor's first visit to Skyrim, a great boost to the temple's prestige. 2809. We received reports of a dragon in the east. Scouts were sent immediately, and signs of it were discovered, but it fled at our approach. The survivors have grown wary indeed. 2812. We finally received permission from the Emperor to begin construction of Alduin's Wall. Craftsmen from temples across the Empire have arrived and begun the great work, overseen by our own master, as is only fitting, as she is unmatched in her dragon lore. 2813. Work on Alduin's Wall progresses. The master dismissed several craftsmen from a western temple that I do not need to name, they are so well known for stiff-necked pride, which has delayed the work. But there must be no compromise. Alduin's Wall is our gift to those that come after us. 2815. The Grand Master visited the temple in the summer to view the progress of the wall. He has received complaints about the expense. There is no doubt where these originate, but he was so impressed by the wall, even in its half-finished state, that he gave our master a writ of requisition under the Emperor's seal. There will be no more delays. Further reports of dragons in the east which could not be verified. And in 2818, an auspicious year, Alduin's Wall was finished, a dragon was located and slain, and Emperor Reman II visited to officially dedicate the wall. The blood seal was consecrated in the presence of all the Dragon Guard of Skyrim, a great honour of which few temples can boast. I'll take that if you don't mind. Add it to my collection. Okay, so we are supposed to head out into the... What are you puffing about? Head out into the Reach as our next port of call. So before we do that, I'm just going to check my journal here and see what we have left to do. Of course, we picked up this quest not so long ago, where we spoke with an old Nord hunter named Froki, and he told me about some kind of sacred trials in relation to Kine. Now, these locations on the map of the various lairs, there is one in excuse me, excusey, I'll try again. Right, there is one that is not a million miles away from where we are here, just outside the well, it's just outside. It looks like it's just a stone's throw away, but if you consider that when we were released from Helgen, we came down here, went there, and up there, it's a little bit further west than we've pushed. But seeing as we're near here now, it would be a shame to let that go wanting. There is another one up here in the tundra area of Whiterun, and there is one more. I think it's near Dawnstar. Yeah, near Dawnstar. So I think what we're going to do for today's session, because we don't have a great deal to do, is we're going to head down here and we're going to defeat this guardian wolf. Then from here we shall return to Whiterun so that we can head back via carriage to our home in Riften. From there we shall collect our belongings, our collectibles and items to use in our future endeavours, and then we shall take a carriage back home to Winterhold, where Elwynn will undertake a bit of a rest period for a couple of days, practice some more spells, and he's got a few master spells to purchase and some business to attend to at the college, and from that point on then we can head back into the Reach and continue the main quest. So that's a little bit of the shortish term. Next about 3 or 4 parts that should take, or 3 or 4 sessions.
Ordnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Wow.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Ordnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
That was short. Short and sweet goodbye. The best kind, if you ask me. Linger too long and emotions take over. Cloud your judgment.
What do you want?
Huh? Yes? What is it?
Nothing, nothing. Just come to see you off. I'll meet you there, folks. I'll meet you there. Right, come on, Mercurio. Just have a couple of things to do before we venture back into the Reach for the 3rd time. Like slay a wolf, a guardian wolf. Intrigued to find out what this guardian wolf is all about. So Elwynn walking down this hallowed path, it seems, the first path that he walked down upon his release from Helgen. Or I say release, you know what I mean, his grand escape. This was the path we walked down. He remembers vividly, like it was almost yesterday. Stopping off, looking at the river, looking at the salmon trying to swim upstream, thinking about... Oh, what was he thinking about at that time? It was just, his mind was awash with emotion. You little blighters. Cheers, Mercurio. Cheers. About dragons returning, about the fact that he'd been wrongly imprisoned, and all this mumbo jumbo talk. Wondering how he's going to survive. So whenever we walk this path, always remind us of that fateful day. The day that our adventures begun here in Skyrim. What bandits? There's no bandits here. Are you seeing something I'm not seeing? The scenic overlook, the very first stone that we assigned to ourselves, and that very same stone is still active, the Mage Stone. Looking out over the hair, enjoying the scenery. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming, Mercurio. Not quite there yet. Right, now am I going the right way or the wrong way? There seems to be a pathway. Ah, here it is. I think it's this one. Yeah, here we go. Not too much further. So this is pastures new for me again. I've not been this way. There is a town not too far from here as well. It's Falkreath. Never been there. I imagine that Falkreath is probably a small town, not one of the bigger ones. Just hazarding a guess here. Not, of course, been there, or I haven't even really read about it much. There's a floating axe. Very bizarre. Wow, he seems to be decked out in some nice armour. Well,
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Wow. Like your armour, buddy. Very nice. Okay, so there's a hut apparently up here, up these here steps. Not that I've come here to explore, so we'll just leave that for now. We are here for one purpose, and that purpose is to find... There's bears here? That purpose is to find this bloody guardian wolf. Hello! Wow, you normally run away when you see people coming towards you. You're very brazen. Oh, and off he goes. If I was a predator, you'd be long dead, mister. Your curiosity could have killed you.
That's close enough.
Aha! What are you doing? Why are you running after the deer? He's not done anything to you, has he? La la la. Oh, what's this? A book. Hearth Fire. Do I have this one? I'll just take it anyway. As is customary. If in doubt, just take it. Oh, wait a minute. Are these them plants that I need? Nightshade, yeah, I need some of these. I have one nightshade. I need another 19 more. I hope this guardian wolf isn't somewhere in a big ruin. I'm seeing a spirit ahead. Is that what the hell? What on earth is happening here? It's a mad dash to kill things. Right, the guardian wolf fell pretty swiftly there. I didn't even know what was going on. Just I heard a big crackle of lightning and it rolled over, and that was the end of that. Ghostly remains. Okay. Let me just take a look in this here chest. It is locked, but it is only novice, so hopefully we can unlock it without too much issue. I say that, and Elwynn is struggling. Righty-ho. So, here is the old situation as it stands right now. We are here in the middle of nowhere. And we need to get back to Riften. As I check my ingredient stash, we have one Daedra heart, which is going to be dropped. We have one potion of extreme magicka. And Elwynn claps his hand together twice, spins on the spot, and voila, in a puff of smoke, teleports himself all the way back to his home.